Big news this week. The Source SDK has been updated for the first time in like a decade, and the most important change is the addition of Team Fortress 2's source code. That's right, Team Fortress 2 is now open source. Now please release other Source games source code like Counter-Strike Source and Left 4 Dead, and if you don't, I'll just be grateful you even bothered open sourcing TF2 in the first place, so thank you. What does this mean for TF2? Well, developers can create more advanced and detailed mods than ever before. This allows way more flexibility than workshop mods or local mods, and it doesn't end there. Developers can create their own games based on TF2's code, and release them on Steam or other sites. Hopefully the community-made content and the community market aren't affected negatively by this. The game has also received an update. Upgrades from Half-Life 2's 20th anniversary have been added into the game. The bicubic light maps are actually adapted from Godot. Isn't open source great? Steam networking was also added, meaning you can join friends and start servers without any extra work like port forwarding. The game can finally start at your native resolution instead of 640 by 480. It sucked whenever you started a Source game and got jump scared by the low resolution and your PC freaks out and then crashes. They fixed a lot of bugs and glitches too. And they've also made some changes to the maps and borderless window support, which I could have sworn it already had. While this is good news on the surface, is it actually bad news? Does this mean there's no more major TF2 updates? Is this the final update and now they're gonna let the community keep the game alive with custom servers and content? If this is the final update, can you really blame them? It's nearly 2 decades old and not many companies can even keep their game alive for 2 years. Now that the community can do whatever they want, I think it'd be alright if they stopped updating this game. Speaking of updating old games, there's been updates to 4 other Source games, including Counter-Strike, Source, Day of Defeat, Source, Half-Life Deathmatch, Source, and Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. They are all now 64-bit, great for keeping these games functional in the future. The UI can now scale to high-resolution screens. They all have the same or similar additions and fixes that I mentioned earlier with TF2. Now onto the Half-Life 2 Deathmatch specific updates. The scoreboard has avatars, a command was added that lets you pick up items without the gravity gun. The Steam game recording feature is now supported. HUD changes from Half-Life 2's 20th anniversary were added, and the max player limit is now 100. And that is a lot of players. There happens to be another old game that's going to receive an update, and it's not related to any of the previous ones. Sven Co-op released a progress update in video form for their next release, 5.27. Entities like blocks, players, and NPCs can be lit dynamically now. Remember, this game runs on the Gold Source engine, so this is pretty cool. Before, all entities got their lighting information from the floor below them. As showcased in this video, this means that if there's no lights on the floor below, entities would be completely black. But now, they can get their lighting info from sources all around to create a more realistic effect. The final teaser this video showcases is the final boss in Opposing Force. This is significant, since right now the game just kinda ends before you get to the boss fight. Maybe this means the campaigns like Opposing Force and Blue Shift will be more feature complete in Sven Co-op. I think that's all I wanted to cover in this video. Thanks for watching.